Finish him! Fatality.
A few moments later.
I don't want to speak out of turn or make content just to make it, but I do want to take a moment to speak about one Mr. Jonathan Majors, the very famous actor in Hollywood from the Marvel comic films. When I saw the video of Mr. Majors and the young lady who chased him down the street, this was apparently after an argument over a text message that was seen in his phone in which she did not approve of and she was very upset and bothered by. Number one, if she really felt that way about the message that she saw in the phone, there are different ways to handle that other than blowing up, being upset, and putting hands on people. Because the limousine driver reported that there had been an altercation inside of the vehicle and that she was the aggressor and not Jonathan Majors. But that was kind of swept under the rug. I make this very clear. Just because you're a female does not mean that you should be allowed to get away with domestic violence. You should not be allowed to put your hands on a man and get away with it. And then there's this written law in America somewhere, I don't know where, but a man is not supposed to hit a female. A man is not supposed to defend himself against the attacks of a woman. Ladies and gentlemen, when somebody puts their hands on you, you do whatever you have to do to get that person off of you. If it's a female and you're a male, you take the avenue to walk away. If you are followed and your life is put in danger, I feel that you should have the right to do whatever you need to do to get that person off of you to preserve your life. And only in that situation should you use any type of force against a female. I don't like what I saw. She chased him halfway down the block. It looked like he was trying to get away. It just seems like a lot of stuff was disregarded and just thrown under the rug. Like, you know, they want us to unsee what we saw. Now, let's tell the truth. None of us were there for the actual altercation. We weren't in the limo. Everything that I'm saying is even speculation. I'm just going on the reports that were given. None of us were outside to see him and what happened as she chased him down the street or however that went. We just saw the videos. But on numerous occasions, there are other videos that show that this lady is very unruly and very disrespectful of Mr. Jonathan Majors as a man, and she's even tried his integrity as a man. She's tried him on several different occasions. To Mr. Majors, I say this to you. This was not the first time that this young lady reacted in this way. There's been other times that you saw this behavior, and for whatever reason, you excused that behavior. For whatever reason, that behavior got a pass, and you let said behavior continue without addressing the issue. Mr. Majors, what I think you should have did was the first time that you saw this type of behavior, you should have immediately left her alone. because you saw what type of individual you were dealing with. Now, it took all of this for you to learn? Did it really, bruh? It took you losing your career damn near, your livelihood as a man, everything that you work for you to understand that at the first sign of trouble, and this goes for everybody, whether it be male or female, but speaking to Jonathan Majors, you should have left her alone. I can't believe that limousine incident was the first time. I can't believe her chasing you or reacting like that was the first time. Let me make something clear. I'm not condoning people stepping out in a relationship, but there's ways to handle things and there's ways not to handle them. And from what I've seen, she became aggressive in her handling of the situation. Maybe other people see it differently, and I can understand that. I respect your opinion, but there's different ways to handle that. But getting back to what I said, for Jonathan Majors and any other man out there that is watching this video, and even females, it could be taken vice versa. The very first sign of trouble that you see, the first implication that somebody might be violent, or the first implication that you see that there's going to be problems, the first flag that you see, the first red flag, you need to let that situation go. Because if you don't, it could end up like this situation did. It could end up costing you your career. It can end up costing you financially. In some cases, if you're not careful, it could end up costing you your life. I'm not here to be on Jonathan's side. I ain't here to be on her side. I'm not in them people's homes. I don't really know what happened and what didn't happen. I'm reporting on it like everybody else is. I'm just taking my time instead of just jumping to conclusions and just trying to rationalize. Because a lot of times we'll hear a story and just automatically believe what we heard. Sometimes you got to sit back and you got to chill and you got to hear the details of what's going on. That's my take on the Jonathan Majors situation. And let this be a lesson to him, men, women, whoever in the future. The very first sign of trouble, you need to get out of that relationship. Because what we saw in that limousine, what we saw when he was running down the street, trust me when I tell y'all, that was not the first time that happened. That was the first time we saw it happen. But that wasn't the first time. I'm Jarrett Vines. That's my take. Thank you for watching. I'm out.